and put a lot of stress on our guys the last few weeks leading up to today. So, like any time, pleased with a lot of things, and not pleased with some other things, but I think we definitely got better today.
Where do you think the position group is that needs the most work from these kinds of game-like situations?
Well, I think we're going to have to count on some of our young corners. So I think that's where you lack the most experience. And so just helping them come along and grow up here the next few weeks. And even once you get into the season, again, there'll be some growth that takes place.
What can you learn about your guys now that you're 2 weeks in camp? Maybe the personality of individuals in the group as a whole when you got to respond day in, day out.
Yeah, I mean, it's tough. We intentionally try to put stress on them and get them to react to things maybe they're not prepared for, see how they react, whether it's on the field or it's in the meeting room. And I mean, what you learn, we got a lot of experience coming back. It's a very mature group of guys. They know how to work, they know how to prepare, they know how to get coached the right way, they know how to respond the right way, and they love to compete and practice. So, who that we thought and hoped that they were is who they've been so far through the first couple of weeks.
Guys like Christian and Cleland and Kendall, everyone kind of expects them to take that leadership role. Is there anyone that is kind of taking the reins of that maybe we wouldn't expect?
I would say Trayvon and AJ, along with Tanner Muse and Kayvon. I think all four of those guys have taken a step in regards to their ownership and their leadership and holding teammates accountable. And the flip side of it, you got to bring it every day if you're going to be that guy. You're going to open your mouth and attempt to lead or correct and hold guys accountable, then you better set the example. And so those guys have all taken a step forward that way.
What can you learn from these kind of things?
It's just the same stuff. I look at it as the same. Getting off of blocks, lining up the right way, putting your eyes where they belong, playing with technique, playing with effort, being physical, correcting mistakes in the middle of it all. I look at it all the same. So that's what you learn to either do it or they're not doing it.
Coach Lee said maybe some miscommunication with the cornerbacks.
Oh, we had one corner. He's over here on this side on the way from our bench. He didn't get the call. Freshman. It's going to happen. Same thing. A freshman receiver didn't get the call, and we got a pick. He ran the wrong route. So he didn't get the call. That happens all the time in games. Y'all maybe sometimes you might notice it, sometimes you don't.
Well, Shaq, are you still pleased with his progress?
Yeah. Yep.
Anything in particular that he's done different this year?
Just been more confident and sure of himself, playing a little bit more aggressively, and being a little bit more detailed.
So you ready to help the defense, or you think it's more of a special?
I think he's. I don't know. He got to still compete. The issue that he has is we have some other guys that are experienced in there too. But I would be surprised if you don't see him on the field more. He can play winning football for us. So he's done well.
You see them from the other side, but what is the challenge of lining up against some of your team's running backs?
It's not just the running backs; it's the receivers. If you just had to worry about the run, then it'd be pretty easy to defend them. But you got quality people out here, quality quarterback. I mean, they got a bunch of good players too, right? Scholarship at Clemson, so we recruit really well. So you're looking at the elite of the elite. And got a good veteran offensive line, the 8 linemen that have 400 snaps a piece or more. I think that's the most in the country. So, so you got a lot of experience and talent, at the running back position and at receiver, quarterback. So.
All right, I don't want to undermine what everybody else is doing. I'm just saying specifically them.
Yeah, just them. So they've got guys with instinct, speed, power, toughness, experience. All those things you saw. You saw a true freshman version of Etienne, and we're still seeing. 28 just had surgery a couple of weeks ago, but he's looked good. So, and then the new back's got good toughness to him. How much he knows, I'm not sure, but he runs with toughness and got an attitude, and he's got good skill. So he's got a bright future if he keeps his head down, just keeps working.
Any big plans for this weekend? I think that was it.
Well, we got the high school game tomorrow, and then Saturday, maybe if it's not raining, try to river trip. But looking over the fence at Furman a little bit, and but family time. That's it.
Thank you.